Hi, my name is Akea Brown, and I'll be answering 10 questions today on Life One Lately. All right, so let's go with the first one. First one asks, how does your family express love, and do you feel fulfilled by it? This is a loaded question. So, I think my family's gotten better with it. I wouldn't say everybody is the same. Obviously, every person is different, but at least in my immediate family, like with my mother, definitely has been a lot of growth and healing there. And so love is expressed differently now. And I would say, yeah, I'm pretty fulfilled. I feel like I am loving the direction it's taking. So, yeah. Next, what's a compliment you've never forgotten? Let's see. My best friend in China once told me that I have the ability to love the unlovable. And when she said that, I was like, cool, that's deep. I had to sit and think about what it meant. And I think that's a good trait to have when you can love people that others would toss away. When you can see something in them that others may not. I think that's a good heart, and I'm glad that I have that kind of heart. So, yeah. That stuck with me. How do you want to be remembered? Well, I want to be remembered as someone that saw people. And I think that's one of the reasons I am going into clinical mental health counseling, specifically dealing with trauma. Because I think in today's society, a lot of people don't have safe spaces. And a lot of people don't have people that see them beyond the surface. And as someone who's also experienced that, I want to be remembered as someone that people felt seen when they were around her. So, yeah. Another question. What's a passion you've discovered later in life? It would be this, therapy. I always knew I would probably do something around this area, but I didn't know it ended up being this. And so this came more in the most recent years where I decided I wanted to evolve from teaching to actually teaching in a different way, writing books, doing public speaking, practicing therapy, and helping others, work through their healing process. So, yeah, that came later in life. What's one thing you're still learning about love? I'm still learning. I think love comes with risk. I'm still learning how to be okay with that. It's people are people, and anytime you enter into relationships with people, there's risk, and you have to be okay with that. And I think I'm still learning that it's going to come with risk and how to be okay with it. So, yeah. What's a painful family memory you've never shared because it still hurts? Oh, that one's deep. Let's see. The best way I can word this one is, I don't think I've not shared. I'm pretty open. I do come from to me, what was a dysfunctional family that had a lot of trauma and a lot of cycles that kept going. And I'm like the generational curse breaker in my family. So that's come with a lot. So I would say I don't really have anything I haven't shared. I think it's something that's, I'm pretty open about, and I've worked on healing from and still working on some things. And yeah. I don't think it's something I haven't shared. If you've been following me, I think you would know a little bit about this. How has the concept of family changed for you as you've grown older? I've been abroad for 8 years, and in those 8 years, I haven't been able to be as close to family because of obvious, the distance, but also I just needed that time to kind of break away and focus on healing and focus on being exposed to better, better dynamics. And so I would say I look at family as still as important, but I also look at it as an area that a lot of times needs healing for different people. I don't think there's any perfect family. And I'm not the type that subscribes to, because it's your family, you need to stick to, you need to keep the connection, and you need to forgive and keep yourself around them. I used to look at it like that. Now I'm more of, if it's not a healthy dynamic and there's no growth or no willingness to change and improve from any party, then you need to distance yourself if you have to. And so when that changes and then now becomes a dynamic where there's healing and growth and understanding and respect on both sides, then you re-enter. So yeah, I used to look at it as sticking around family because it's family. But now I'm like, if you got to go the other way, you got to go the other way. So, if you could relive one day in your life, what would it be? I don't know. I really enjoyed living in China. And sometimes I wish I could go back. Before COVID, living in China was nice. I was having fun. I feel like I had no cares in the world. Life was good. So if I could relive those years of China before COVID, I probably would. Yeah, it was nice. What's a dream you're currently working toward? So I kind of mentioned it, but I am in my master's for clinical mental health counseling. The goal is to write books, do public speaking, and yes, counsel others and help others navigate their processes as well. So I'm currently working on those things, mentoring, doing mentorships, all kinds of things to build up the expertise and the skills to be credible to even help with these type of things. All right. I think this is one more. What's the part of your journey you're most proud of? I'm proud of my courage and tenacity. I think if people, not to say that I've been through the worst things in the world, but I do believe that the things I've been through, not everybody would have the courage to keep going or to even get as far as I've gotten. And, you know, lately I've been looking at myself like I'm really proud of myself because there's many times I think I could have stopped or I could have just gave up. And to see myself keep getting up and building that resilience, I think you can't help but look at yourself and be proud. So, yeah. So that has been my layers on life lately. Don't forget to follow on YouTube, Layers on Life Lately. And you can also find me, The Resilient Girl, on TikTok and Instagram.